and welcome to On the Food Scene with Steve. I'm here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and this is a special treat for me to be here at the Mr. Food Studio. And with me is Art Ginsberg and Howard Rosenthal. Howard, you are the COO of Mr. Food.
I am.
And then you are, say it, what you are the originator of?
Quick and easy cooking.
Wow. And I remember you as a child, actually. I don't want to make you feel old today.
That wasn't kind, Steve.
Tell me how it all began, if you don't mind.
I was in the business. I was born and brought up in the food business. My father was a butcher, first wholesale, then retail, so I knew every aspect of it. We dealt with the farmers and in those days, and I know the seasons of things growing. I know when they're at their best and how long they're going to be in season. I sampled every single one of them, knew what it took and why prices might be higher on this product than that product because of just the availability or the season. We didn't have broccoli in summer. We had it for 4 weeks in October and November, and that was it. And then we waited till next year. So things have changed quite a bit. But I've been all along and kept up with the trends. Mm-hmm. That's the most important part, thank goodness, of my success.
And a lot of the Food Network celebrities today actually aspire what you've done, and they followed you in your footsteps, haven't they?
They were certainly exposed to me and certainly saw me, and if it helped them, that's very, very fine and good.
Great. And tell me a little about what you do here at the Mr. Food Studio.
Well, what we do, I sort of keep everything running. You know, today, Mr. Food started off with TV, obviously, and we're syndicated in about 125 stations. But today it's way more than that. We have over 50 cookbooks published. We have everything from diabetes, and all of them are quick and easy. Everything we do is about quick and easy. And then obviously MrFood.com. It's all about online these days. We have about 10,000 recipes up there, send out newsletters. So if we can get more information in people's hands, that's what it's all about.
And what I like about your recipes is that the average home cook with not much experience can prepare your recipes.
Steve, that's part of the philosophy. Every one of our recipes are things that are as few ingredients as possible, ingredients that are right off your own cupboard shelf or on any supermarket shelf that you can go in. You don't have to go to specialty stores. It's got to be things you can pronounce. It's got to be things that you can use and not just once and then lay in your closet for forever and ever. It's got to be made so that it's easy for the person to come home, get something on the table that they know they're feeding their family and want to know they're feeding their family, and they want to take pride in it. It's got to taste right. It's got to be comfortable, and it can't take you a lot of time because even the chefs come home at the end of the day after working 10 hours and want a tuna fish sandwich. I mean, they're not going to work another 10 hours making their dinner. They haven't got the time, but Mr. and Mrs. Everyday America, which we all are, believe it or not, is coming home, quick, easy, get something on the table. It's not going to take them all night, and they don't want to be doing pots and pans.
I think that's key. They don't want to be in the kitchen all day.
And they don't want to be doing pots and pans till 11 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
There's the recreational recipes that, you know, you can take a little longer, you might want to do on the weekend. But Monday through Friday, you got to get dinner on the table. And all of our recipes are triple tested. That's really important because there's nothing more frustrated. You get the recipe at home, you do it, and it just doesn't work.
And if somebody in our test kitchen develops a recipe, somebody else has to make it the next time. And then somebody else the next time. Mm-hmm. So that anybody can make it, not just that person who put it together.
Because it's very easy to overlook something. You know, when you're making it, you just skip a step because you're a chef or so-and-so's a chef,
Absolutely.
and I know how to do that. But the next person doesn't. So that's one thing we're really proud of.
And what I liked in the test kitchen, you're actually using home equipment. You're not using commercial equipment, which I think is so important that a home cook is going to be cooking on a traditional stove, not a high BTU stove, and that's great that you do that.
Indeed, by plan, because we know that the people aren't going to be using a commercial oven.
We talk to chefs and they'll say, I can saute onions in, 2 minutes on my stove. Well, you don't do that at home. It takes 5 or 10 minutes because the heat is totally different. The pans are different.
Sure. Talk about recipes. What are some of the most popular recipes that people are looking for these days, if there is one?
Down to earth, comfort, something that's going to give them a treat or an applause by everybody sitting down at the table.
Feel-good recipes.
I don't want, like the chefs will make something, and that's wonderful. It's entertaining, it's fine, and it's beautiful for those people who are going out to eat. But for the person at home, what they want is the person around the table applauding you.
Sure.
and applauding
Now,
themselves.
is this one of your recipes over
It's a
here?
$1 million pound cake.
I have 5 or 6 ingredients.
Easy as can be. Well, anyways, at all. Pound cake is very, very easy, and you know it's
Pound
it's
of
called
butter.
pound of butter, pound of sugar, pound. You know, and it goes on like that.
Bake it slow, and it's unbelievable. It just melts in your mouth. It's one of our recent most requested recipes.
Maybe that's one that we'll share with my readers. If you
Absolutely.
want to share that.
I don't know about being nice though, Steve.
You know, everybody talks health. You ask a mom, do you want to cook healthy for your kids? Well, what mom's going to say? No, I don't want to do that. Of course, any survey, they're going to say, I want to eat healthy. But when it comes down to it, look in the shopping cart. There's the Doritos, there's the Pop-Tart. So we try to balance that. Give them great meals that taste good, in moderation is what we're all about.
And if they have Pop Tarts in their refrigerator, we'll make a couple of recipes using Pop Tarts.
Oh.
Why not?
Sure.
They've got it in the house, and if the kids like it, and it's a treat once in a while, there is no food that I want to eat every day for the rest of my life.
Well,
There's, well, you know what Julia Childs said. There's no bad food.
I saw that quote, yes.
There's only bad food habits.
True. Well, I want to thank you for sharing these moments with me today. And I'm going to take one of your lines, or your famous line, if you don't mind. Can I do that, please?
Go shoot it, pal.
Oh, it's so good.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
For On the Food Scene with Steve, I'm here with Mr. Food, Art Ginsberg, and Howard Rosenthal. Bon appetit.